What's going on, everybody? Charles Moon with Prosper Trading Academy, and today I want to talk to you about Amazon. Now, we're in the thrall of earnings, right? This is really when it gets heavy because the big tech names are reporting, and all eyes are going to be on Amazon after we've seen how Google and Microsoft went basically in two opposite directions, but eventually both started working back. Meta was really strong, and now they're rolling, so what will happen with Amazon? Well, I'll tell you one thing. A lot of this is going to be attributed to guidance, right? Amazon's guidance has been a bit mixed, but since COVID, they've recovered. Their guidance has been stronger, and a big push is because of AWS. Now, with the expansion of AWS, what we need to be attentive of, are they getting new business and growing their business, or are they just taking market shares from others that have taken market share from them? And that's a good question. If we see growth, Amazon's going to go to the moon. I like the upside target to be somewhere around 130, 132 after earnings, but anything above 135 is where Amazon could really explode and get right back up to those 145 levels. And from there, we have to see what Amazon's going to push, because once it teeters beyond, I believe it's like 146, 147, there's really not much resistance in play until around the high 150s. So we could see a huge breakout at the 52-week highs. Of course, this is going to be really important relative to the markets. The NASDAQ continues to work lower towards that 200-day moving average. It could absolutely drag Amazon down. Now, speaking of down, Amazon does have a critical support level, it's the 200-day moving average at 117. If they lose that level, this now exposes Amazon to retrace back as low as somewhere in that 105 to 100 range. So we'll just have to wait and see. For the health of the market, it'll be really good to see Amazon explode up. And again, we got to see what they do around that 132, 133, even up to 135, because if they start, if we start seeing buyers taking risk off there and short sellers jumping in, well, it's going to be right back down, and then it's just business as normal. We're just wondering when these stocks are going to bounce as they continue to break down, or you could look to fade at that level as well. So it's something we're going to have to wait and see in terms of what Amazon says on their earnings report, especially when it ties to AWS. That is the number one most important thing I feel investors have to focus on, is their cloud side. All right, we'll see what goes on and what happens, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, best of luck. All trade well. Have yourself a wonderful trading day, everybody.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.